Hello and welcome to the show. I am back on Toca Race Driver 3, continuing through the career mode. Currently on to tier number 8. I asked you guys what you wanted to see me drive this time out. The winner was the British GT. We're going to have a go with this one finally. How many times did we get it suggested? Yeah, we have got it suggested twice already. I'm guessing, judging by the picture, it's kind of a multi-class thing, so it probably changes which class of car you run in. So I'm guessing we're probably going to be in the faster tier of vehicle. As I'm sure as great as the Rallycross ones are, I have no doubt there'll be more of them to come later on in this career mode. Did I press the wrong button? Okay. It's a multi-class event split into cup and right. Yeah. So it's a multi-class race. Why is it telling me this? Normally it just goes straight into the things. Oh, the Mosley's in this game. And a TVR. I'm not sure how the Monaro is going to compete against the Mosler, but never mind. Okay, sure. Continue. Does it not... I think I'm in... Oh, no, I don't know. It doesn't tell me what class I'm in. Oh, so it's kind of a V8 supercar Monaro-esque. I still think that'd probably get mullered by Moslers and Ultimas and so on. This car list is really impressive. Oh, there's a Marcus! Have not seen a Marcus in a game for a very, very long time. I'm trying to think. Aside from mods, I can't think of one that I have seen a Marcus in. There's a Noble, VX220, the Morgan is in here. Tracks. We're going to Brands Hatch, Mondello Park, or Mondello International Circuit, and Snetterton. We're going around all of the British tracks. Fantastic. Or United Kingdom tracks. Right, we are... Well, we're racing in the Morgan. Okay, cool. Look at that wing. That is a spectacular wing on the back. It's kind of a bit like with the Porsches. Like Porsche 911s, there's nowhere really to put a wing on the car. So they kind of just stick it about as where they can, and the Morgan is not exactly the best shape either for putting a wing. Look at that. That's an impressive wing.
Morgan, about as English as cars get. Its vintage skin masks a lightweight high-tech chassis and a 4.6 litre BMW tuned V8, and that can produce a whopping 380 brake.
Our race engineer is back. I missed him last time out. He was very quiet for the last few championships. Right, so we are in the lower class car. I wonder what cars we would have used in the previous events then. Whether it's still all kept me in the cup class of vehicles. I don't know. Right, there's only 5 of us in this class, which makes things, a little easier. Hopefully it means we're all going to score points. Still have a duff round. Can still get some points. Oh god, we're getting a little bit bouncy. It's a little bit rough down that turn 1. Are we going to have a go at the inside? Also, I think that looks like you've got my colour scheme up there in 3rd place. I want my colour scheme back. That's the Morgan that I want to be racing, but there we go. Okay, I haven't driven the full way out of this track yet on this particular game. Not quite sure what corners are going to be flat out and which ones aren't around here. We've got some good straight line speed, more straight line speed than the Corvette it seems down here. We're going to have a go up the inside. I will take 4th place away from you, although I am running a little tiny bit wide. How much speed can we take through there? Quite a lot more. That probably will be a flat out corner. Right, you colour stealing Morgan. We're going to go up the inside of you. Oh, we got ourselves launched up into the air, but we have made our way up into 3rd place in our class. Right, going from this track on Forza 6 to this track on here, this is a much faster circuit on Toca. You can carry a lot more speed, you can brake a hell of a lot later into these corners. So it's going to take a little bit of get used to back to this game. Oh, 2nd place is off. Very, very nearly took me with him. I'm very glad that did not spin me around. Looks like we've got a Noble is leading the way here. So we are flat out all the way down here, and we won't be flat out through this next corner. Pretty sure of that one. We'll need a little down. Never liked this corner. It's always a corner I've sucked at. It's Brands Hatch with whatever car, whichever version. I think I remember playing Brands Hatch on R Factor quite a bit. Never get that corner right. It was always a bad corner for me. Well, we've absolutely left the rest of this class behind. I didn't actually see what championship position. I never paid attention to which championship position I need to get in. So we don't want 6th gear around there. I'm I'm assuming it's probably going to be third, seeing as there's only 6 of us. Oh, that's some kamikaze manoeuvring from me there, but oh no, we're gonna we're a big two-wheeled moments through there. Okay, didn't quite mean to get that far onto my side. There's one corner on this track, it seems, that I am quicker than the AI's at, like massively quick. It seems to be the way it's going on Toca at the most part. I mean, I'm kind of learning these tracks very, very quickly. So there seems to be one corner where I'm brave and the AI's aren't, that I can make up a huge amount of time a lap, and then the rest of the lap things are relatively even. Might have screwed over the Noble ever so slightly there. Didn't really mean to. With races this short, you've kind of just got to go for stuff. Especially in cars I haven't driven. I think, is this my first time driving this kind of vehicle on this game? I can't remember all the championships I've gone through now. Certainly I don't think I've driven GT cars, or this sort of GT car, as of yet. I think I was messing about with Clios and so on the most part. And if there was an option for Clios, I will always pick. The Clio Cup racing is just the most fun. Especially watching it in the real life Clio Cup is often more spectacular than touring cars. That's the thing you want to watch when you get the choice. The Clios are absolutely fantastic things to watch racing. We're going to be... Oh, this is where we're quick, though. Whoa! It's such a huge jump across that gap. I swear, we're going to have a really big accident one day doing that. I think that might have been what I hit. That curb on the inside there is quite nasty. Very nasty, actually. I could imagine if I get things wrong with the right car, or the wrong car, depending on which way you look at it, rolling vehicles, probably very possible on here. Either way, we are going to take a victory. Fantastic. Okay, there was a little bit of a bump and run on the Noble, so yeah, not the greatest piece of driving by me ever, but we got there in the end. Puts us to the top of the championship. Let us continue. We're going to Mondello Park. Yeah, never driven this track on the game before, I don't think. I'm trying to have a think where it may have been. Is it on? Oh, I might have done. I think this is on GT Legends. I think I remember playing it on there, or certainly a shortened layout of this. I believe I played on GT Legends. Oh, you've not only have you stolen my colour scheme, you're also trying to screw me over. That will not do. I mean, I would quite like to have a Morgan 1-2 if we could manage that. That would be quite cool. Primarily because you do have my colour scheme, but I would rather you didn't screw me over. Admittedly, if you want to win this one, that's okay by me as well, because you're quite far down in... I mean, I want to win this one, but I would rather you win it than the Corvette that's behind me. So, by the looks of my driving so far, I am not going to be catching you up anytime soon. This is the difficulty when you do have... I like these short championships for, as I said before, I like these short championships for giving you lots of new cars very quickly, driving lots of different classes and visit lots of different places very quickly. Oh dear, we have had a very, very big off. There we go. Okay, we've recovered and got ourselves back on the track, and amazingly, only lost one place. That is quite a sharp corner. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, these short championships, or these short races in championships, does make it a little bit more difficult for me trying to learn tracks that I've never driven around before, ever. Like Brands Hatch, I know where the track goes because I've raced around it in plenty of other games, but this one here, nope, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm braking points either for this corner. That's a mess and a half right there. Come on. Okay, we're not going to win, unless some miracle befalls me and everyone crashes up ahead. Chances of me winning are very, very slim. That was a panic moment there. Okay, this might be the toughest track I've driven around as of yet. It's quite a long circuit, this one. It's easily one of the tougher tracks that I've driven on this game. Okay, get it stopped at this one. See, these corners here you can brake quite late, and then there's some later on where I fell off the road last time out where you really can't brake very late. Oh, crap. Okay, this one here is, again, got kind of a little bit more leeway around this turn. Oh, crap. We've got a Noble right behind us. Well, this is not really going ideally. No, see that? Okay, that was the wider one. I'm just going to have to... I think I'm going to be on the defence, possibly, for this race. Alright, it was this corner here that caused me problems. Well, I still don't really know where I'm braking for it. Well, it worked. We didn't lose a place, at least. I'm going to have the widest Morgan in existence for the remainder of this race. Unfortunately, I don't think the Morgan up ahead is going to be able to fend off that Corvette, which is less than ideal for me in terms of championship. Where's the last race? Oh, it's Snetterton, wasn't it? I do know Snetterton a little bit, so maybe, possibly, I can... okay, I was brave through there, and that was a little bit scary. Brake. I think some of these corners don't have a 100-metre board, and that might also be what's throwing me slightly, or I'm assuming it's 100-metre boards around here. Yeah, this looks like it's just got one, so yeah, it's not particularly helpful. So some of the easier corners, the corners that require less braking here have 100 and a 50-metre board, and then the corners that have the biggest braking zones only have a 50. That's not that's not particularly helpful on that. I don't know if that's what this track is like, but that's a bit of a pain in the arse. Well, 5th place back at this hour category is quite a long way back, so that's kind of helpful for me if I do something really stupid, which hopefully I won't. With 4th is now a little further back than he was. Yeah, so this corner here that's not particularly... This corner here that's one of the smaller braking zones on the track even, has... I don't quite get why they would do... Oh, okay, tell a lie, there is a 100-metre board there for that corner. Didn't see that one before. My apologies to the track. Right, we're around that corner there. Okay, there is 100... Okay, some of these do, some of these don't. Sometimes the 100-metre, but it seems like quite a long... I don't know. It seems like that board there is just on the exit of the previous corner for that one, but never mind. Never mind. We're surviving just about. We've only got a couple more corners to go. Come on, Morgan at the front. Morgan, black and orange Morgan, please defend for your life against the Corvette. Okay, that'd be really nice. Oh, I've gone very, very deep into that final corner, but the Noble was nowhere near enough to challenge. That was a little bit more of a challenging race. That is an interesting circuit. I think by the end of it, I was going better. That's going to take a bit of time to learn that one. Yes, and the other Morgan won. That's what we want to see. That still puts me in a good position championship-wise for this one. Okay, so we are still leading the way. We're joint first. Do we have... Is this going to tell me what we need? Okay, is finished 3rd or above in the championship. So, right. It's kind of fair enough when there's only, 5 of us racing around. That's quite lenient, really. Snetterton, I think we're driving around the shortened layout of this circuit. Oh, they've got that horrible final corner. The bad memories from Project Cars. I can do the first corner... Okay. I'm again basing this on Project Cars. I can do the first corner well, second corner not too bad. The final corner, though, is where everything falls apart for me. Certainly with the Clio Cup cars, I had no end of issues trying to get it around that second corner. Oh, admittedly, this is the much shortened layout of Snetterton. We seem to be getting some speed. The Vauxhall's decided to play. I'm guessing that was the car that was absolutely being mullered at Mondello Park. We're going to go up the inside of the Corvette. Okay, that's nowhere near as tight as I was expecting it. I do love this chicane. It's a great chicane on the track. I love it in Project Cars. It's a very fast chicane on this rendition of the circuit. Okay, how much speed? Are we going to be pretty much flat out all the way through here? Yeah. Again, I don't know how much is the tracks. I know Snetterton has been redesigned relatively recently. I don't know how much is the track used to be like this, or whether just Toca isn't quite there. Admittedly, this is a very, very old game, so we'll forgive it a little bit of track inaccuracies. I don't know how much of it is track inaccuracies or how much of it this is how the track used to be, because I don't remember Snetterton from earlier or whenever it was that it was before it was redesigned. Okay. We have a good end to lap. I did a very poor start to the lap, but it is the Noble behind me, which is better than having that Corvette around, so I won't complain too much about that. Again, there's a little bit of a gap appearing. Oh, I didn't quite know how much speed I could take through here. I probably could take that much if I had turned in. I didn't gain an advantage game. That's fair enough if I'd cut the corner, but I lost a heap of time from running wide, and yeah. That was definitely not an advantage gained in that one, because the AIs are now right back behind me. I do seem to be getting around that final corner better. I prefer this final corner, the final corner layout here, than the one I was used to racing in Project Cars. It kind of suits my driving style a lot more going around there. Either way, the Noble is still the car giving chase. It could be so much faster through that first corner. That might only be a tiny dab on the brakes to get through. and that one there I was a little too late on the brakes, but again is a similar thing. I think that's the Corvette I spy in third. I'd like to see the black and orange Morgan doing better. Don't think we're going to be, though. There's not much that I can do. I'm certainly not going to risk dropping back to try and help him out in this one. And slow through there, not running wide this time around is always good. The AI are pretty fast, actually, through that section. Well, I say they're pretty fast compared to me. They're obviously that little bit braver, but I think we are going to be flat here. Yeah, easy flat around that corner, and then on the brakes, down towards this final chicane. Yeah, I kind of prefer this. It's slightly... Oh, second gear is what we need there. It's a slightly kind of smoother run through there. You can kind of chuck the car. Also, the curbs are nowhere near as vicious on here. It's not launching cars up onto the side. There we go. I will take the victory at Snetterton. Little bit let down by my driving at Mondello, but having never ever driven the circuit, I am not too surprised by that. And we are going to have... Oh, the Morgan got third in the championship. Actually, a relatively close championship, with the exclusion of the VX220 that I think had some slight issues. Oh, look, someone's got roll centre. Now, that should be my team. That should be my team, and we need the colours from, I'm assuming, Team Tiger on the car. Hey, we've completed the British GT Cup. Fantastic. That was a good choice, audience. They're good fun, actually. That Morgan was quite a nice car to go driving with. Right, our next choice of races, the Silver Arrows Grand Prix cars. The Nissan Off-Road Challenge or the Class B four-wheel drive Track Challenge. I'm kind of drawn towards these Nissans. I know I haven't had the greatest... I say I haven't had the greatest luck. Sometimes I seem to do really well with the off-road stuff. Other times I really suck. These Nissans, I do quite like them. We're going to have a go with the Nissans. If I do terrible, I'll kind of complete the tier by going to the Silver Arrows, as I did pretty well with the classic cars last time out. Third or above in the championship. Ooh, it's the Dakar version. Dirt stage. They're the two circuits that I've driven around before. So the bumpy dirt raceway and the rallycross track that I sucked at terribly with the Beetle. Okay. Hopefully, I'll look at the wings on these. I didn't stay looking at the car long enough to admire the ginormous, interesting wing. How many supports did that have? Let's have to have another look at this wing when we load the game up. Look at that. It's an impressive wing on this car. There are 10 of us. Did it say one of us third as well? I think it did. Okay, so we're going to have to do relatively well in this. Oh, God, we're bouncing along the inside. We're jumping. We're going to go around the outside of everybody. Yep. Thank you. Okay, well, I mean, that is one way to do it. Now, can I defend, though? That is the question. Can I fend off the rest of the pack? Oh, is this a longer layout of this circuit? It is. We didn't have the tight hairpin to start with. Oh, this is some fast sections here, and I'm assuming a big jump. Oh, okay. We had a big issue across there. Whoa! Paul had a big issue as well. Paul is going backwards into the corner. It's all gone a little bit wrong. Things have all gone very, very crazy at the start of the... That's often what happens with oh no, we're going to get turned around. The stadium trucks that race on this kind of surface, things often do get quite crazy. These are not quite stadium trucks, but they're close enough, and yeah, it's all gone very... very downhill very quickly. There are some really nasty bumps on this circuit. Just kind of launch the car in almost random directions, and if you get it wrong, you're going to spin or end up in a wall. Both are pretty bad. Oh, come on. After such a good start as well, from going for 8th on the grid to leading around the outside of turn 1. It was such a glorious start. It all went a little bit downhill, but we have recovered into second, at least. Not in the healthiest of ways, my car. It's certainly been through the wars a little bit. However, I will... Oh, God. Don't do that, car. I think it's going to be basically turn 1. I'm going to make up all of my time. Yeah. All of my time shall be made up through turn 1. Come on. Get to the lead, get to the lead, get to the lead, get to the lead. We're going up the inside, whether you like it or not, through there. It will put me out wide. I'm hoping I've carried enough speed to keep the position. Oh, it's going to be close. There we go. Basically, all of my time is going to be made up through about 2 corners, and the rest of it is going to be try to cling on for dear life around a lap. I'm going to get up the inside of you again. This actually turned out to be quite a good race for the lead. Just don't spin the truck again. I can't really afford any more damage. At the moment, it's not driving too bad. There's a much better line out wide there. Oh, that was a big clonk on the front. Yeah, at the moment it's not driving too badly. The car can't really feel there's any damage. I don't seem to be lacking that much in the way of performance, although he is absolutely pissed off down here. If you can find like the better lines, the smoother lines where there are less bumps around here, that's very, very useful, but I haven't managed to find them as of yet. We are a hell of a lot closer though, coming down towards that turn 1, which is where I am going to want to be. Problem is, I fear I can win this circuit. I think I certainly stand a good chance of getting, if not a victory, getting a decent result. The next circuit, though, I don't know. The next circuit is where we could have issues, and I don't want to go in the pit lane again. That's not a... It's not a good place to go with these. While I would like my vehicle fixed, it would put me well and truly out of the race. Okay, that is a bad place to go out there, because you go across some really nasty bumps. We're going to round you up around that outside line there. Thank you very much for the position. And try and slow it down. This time, not going out so wide across the bumps. And we are leading the race once more. Where was the good lines down here? I don't really know. Let's go this side. Oh no, that side there was bad. I did exactly the same thing I did on the opening lap, I suspect. Okay, that line there is not a good line. Oh, thank you for the nudge. Just on the corner where I'm trying to turn the car. Never helpful. Oh, this one here, there was a smoother bit out. Was it this way here? It's smoother? Yes, that's where we go. Okay, I'm trying to follow. There's sort of like a kind of a trodden path. I can't decide if that's where I'm wanting to put the truck or not. Some points it seems to be working. No! Van Roo, come back! I want this lead. Oh. We're going to nosedive it into the floor and have a very big accident at some point, but I am leading the race. It does seem to be like it is pretty much a 2-horse race, or a 2 Nissan race, for first between me and Van Roo. The rest of the field is a little bit too far back. I'm enjoying these though. These are good. These are proving to be good fun around here, and it also helps when I'm kind of doing okay with the cars. They tend to be more enjoyable when you're doing better, or with the vehicles. I'm really struggling getting that final turn. I keep wanting to carry more speed and end up trying to go in the, well, not trying to go up in the pits, but getting near to going in the pits. Van Roo's on the inside, but I know how slow they're going to be. That's a really, really big bump. Fortunately, they are horrendous at the first corner, so I can get away with that. That's not a place to go. Right, so we don't want to go down the right-hand side here, even though kind of the vaguely trodden path sort of says to go that way. Well, there's kind of 2 really at this point, isn't it? Don't go down the right-hand side, because there is a nasty bump across this jump, sticking to the middle. That kind of worked actually pretty well through there. Then we're bouncing some more across some of those bits, ruts and so on around this circuit. Oh, there's been a big crash. There's been a big crash in second place. Van Roo, I think, may have spun on the jump, probably much like we saw a car do on the first lap. That is very good news for me. That is very good news for me. I know I'm not amazing through this this next section. It's just, you know, it might not be a full spin if the car's that close. But I will take that. I will hopefully be able to make the most of it. Oh, careful now. If things do go wrong, I do have just that little bit more leeway to try and correct things, just be a little bit slower if I'm not sure. There's no point pushing it stupid amounts around this final corner, because I don't want to take a trip towards the pit lane. Well, we are going to have a good start to this this off-road series. This is such a nasty circuit. I'm starting to get the hang of it though. I am starting to get the hang of it. We're going to cross the line in first place. The races are gradually getting a little bit longer. That's yeah, we're up to sort of 6 minutes for a race as opposed to sort of 2 or 3. So I'm sure as we go through, they'll get longer and more complex, if not more complex championships. Points only go down to 5th place in this, and there's not a huge amount of points difference. So I will have to be scoring decent points, really, in the next race. If I want to progress. Van Roo did come second in the end. Must have had a moment at least, certainly, to have dropped that far back. Right. How are we going to fare here? I don't know. We are starting 6th, which is quite nice. But how on earth I'm going to do, I don't know. Come on, truck. Okay, first gear is not good for that. Well, I'll say first gear is not good for that launch, and it's what you're going to have to use to get it off the line, but it was very, very short. I should have changed up quicker. We got a little bit kamikaze down there. Now, the bumps should be better around this circuit. It isn't as vicious on them. Oh, we're going to get turned around. We have managed to save it. I guess that was my that was the payback for my slight bullying on the the first corners there. Yeah, the bumps are less of a concern around here, but I was very slow when I drove the buggy. Oh, Christ, we've tipped it in. We've kind of got away with that, but that was more through luck than anything else. Points were down to 5th, I believe. So 5th, I got away with a victory and only a victory in the buggies, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough with these. Oh no, so we really need points. We really need to not get put in the pit lane. That would not be a good way to go. Yeah, I'm equally sucky at this track in these as I was with the Beetle. Oh, crap. Uh-oh, okay, we're in trouble here. We're in big trouble on this circuit. I do see a couple of cars fighting up ahead. That's good. They can fight like that. If they can push each other wide or have issues, that would suit me no end. Come on, get out of that turn. Oh, he's going to get up the inside. We are a little bit broken. I mean, the only corner around here that I'm good at is the first turn, and I completely and utterly messed it up. Still turning in too soon for that corner, and I'm not. Oh no, that front's going to. Come on, get some speed. I might have to resort to cheaty tactics. No, I won't resort to cheaty. Well, I'll try not to resort to cheaty tactics. If things are... Oh, I'm resorting to cheaty tactics. I didn't quite know where the corner went properly. Okay, not good. Don't try and learn the track using cheaty tactics, because you might not actually know where the corner goes properly. Okay, you can't quite get away with... I wouldn't say I was trying to cut the corner, but I was trying to take as nicer a line down there as I possibly could. And, well, the answer was no. Not on that part there. Couldn't quite get away with that much. They're not escaping ahead of me too far, but I'm not sure I can really catch these. The leader, I'm assuming it's... there's a couple of them up there that are kind of on their own. First and second have buggered off, while the rest of us are still relatively close. I don't know how on earth they get so much speed around this circuit. Really struggle to get speed around this this particular track. And I can't decide whether I want third or second around some of these corners. It's really right on the limit of what I want the car to be doing. So we want to be a little bit more across that way before we kind of come down here. No, it's not good though either way. It looks like 7th is going to be about as good as I'm going to get here. I could do with there being an accident up ahead, basically. That's about the only hope I have here. Oh, or I can have an accident myself when I try and turn in a little bit too soon. Come on, find some grip out there. Okay, we got away with it big time. This is not going to plan. This is not going to plan whatsoever around here. That first corner is the only one where I seem to be able to make up any time if I get it right. It's very easy to get it wrong, though. The bouncing off the wall kind of slowed me down enough, and I sort of figured it out in the end, but we're losing more ground. Oh, this is not going well. Can the maths be favourable to me for this one? I think it's unlikely, to be honest. Bugger. It's very, very irritating. I don't know what it is about this circuit. I just can't seem to get the hang of it. We might get overtaken around the outside on the last lap. Nope. Well, I'm going to get 7th, but it doesn't really matter, because you're not going to score any points for it anyway. Okay. I think I might be buggered for that championship, because I know Van Roo was first, the other guy that was in the points was 3rd, so yeah, I think we are screwed on that one there. It didn't actually give me a championship overview, it just said retry. There was no way to continue. I don't know why I'm struggling so much around that circuit. We'll have to have a practice, perhaps, try to figure out what on earth it is about that track that I don't like, or why I'm going so slowly around there. Well, that was the Nissan off-road cars. Good vehicles, I just suck with them. Right, let's have a go with the Silver Arrows then. Again, I'm going to... Barbagallo! Hey! We're going around 2 Australian tracks, and we get to go to Castle Combe as well. Awesome. Right, well, I know Barbagallo, kind of know Eastern Creek. Castle Combe, don't know. Don't think I've driven that one in a game before. So, it should be interesting. And again, I'm going to guess we're going to have a grid of cars full of classic mistakes. Like 20 of these would about... I don't know how many of these were made. Probably not many.
Was raced for only 2 years, 1954 and 1955. And these cars marked the dramatic re-entry of Mercedes into Grand Prix racing. I remember my dad telling me about the day Stirling Moss led 3 W196s to victory at the British Grand Prix entry. It's a classic. She's got a tubular steel frame and an aluminium body, which makes her both strong and light. And harnessed her 2.5 litre engine made this a machine capable of speeds of up to 186 miles an hour, which is incredible when you think about it. That was 50 years ago. Rear wheel drive, so watch the corners. Got a big stiff steering wheel. She'll jump, bump and try to wrestle you to the ground. Are you strong? You're going to have to be to tame this lady.
Our race engineer so wants to go racing with with these cars. Right, to Barbagallo. I fared fairly well with the classic Mercedes last time out when we went racing with them, so hopefully can hold my own with these ones. Right, can we try and get off the line properly at least with they're not terrible. I've had worse starts. Okay, we've got many cars to overtake in this race, but we do only have to manage 4th in the championship. Okay, well, we're going again on that one. I can't be bothered going through all the championship to find out we have to retry anyway. If the game let me progress kind of naturally in the way that the first Toca game does, I wouldn't restart. But the way that this one works, I don't see the point of going through a championship when you know there's a very, very high possibility that you're going to have to redo it anyway. So yeah, screw it. I'm going to restart if things mess up that early on, or if I know that the probability of me being able to win something is ridiculously tiny, because it just saves me time of having to go back and do the same races again and again, basically. Right, yeah, well that's fair enough, but you guys were doing about 20 miles an hour when you should be flat out of the corner, so yeah, I'm going to take avoiding action. That means going across the grass. Screw you. Right, we were almost up into 10th place. Are we going to have the super early braking again? It's sort of, well, down here it was before. Was it with the trucks? Oh, Christ. Yeah, they are super early on the brakes. Our car is in a really crappy state. Okay, so the AIs are not particularly liking. Well, I say not particularly liking this. Where I want to be fast, the AIs don't want to be fast. So I'm going to have to be very aware of that. And these cars, again, much like the other classic Mercedes, these things are super quick. So when you can get a little bit of space, they will get up to some seriously high top speeds. And being a classic race car, relatively fragile as well. Okay, I want to get to the inside here, because I know where I want to be going for this next corner. I will be flat out, or maybe not quite. I probably will be if I can get myself in a good position there. I'll be flat out and you guys won't be. Right, we're going to be 3 wide down here. Uh-oh. Okay, breathe in everybody. Yep, okay, we've made it through there. All right, we're up into 6th. There we go, that's how you start this race. Unfortunately, looking at the position of everyone here, we're going to have to brake at pretty much the same time as these guys. To get it done. Yeah, we can come from such a long way back in that corner. Okay, this championship seems to be much more to my, well, certainly around this track, seems to be much more to to my strengths. I might have to give up with the off-road stuff. I just can't seem to. I can do it the stadium track, okay. I can just about figure out enough corners quickly, but that international rallycross one just doesn't seem to work for me. We come to a proper circuit like this one, and suddenly we're really very quick, or the AIs are really very slow. I can't decide which one it is. Yeah, they really do not want to be flat out around that section. Okay, we're going to slow down for this corner, make sure we get the move done. And how many laps we got? Oh, we've got 3 laps around here. Not that we really need any more, because we're now leading the way, and he's going to brake super early for this next corner, I would imagine. We're going 155 miles an hour before we jump on the brakes around there. 2nd gear, I think, for the exit. Yeah, we're going to absolutely bugger off. Well, if I can make the most of the 2 tracks that I kind of know, I definitely know Barbagallo a hell of a lot better than Eastern Creek. If I can make the most of these tracks, though, to get the championship points, if I'm terrible at Castle Combe, we might still get away with progressing at least. That's what we are hoping for. Oh, can we be flat out now? Got much better line across here. Yeah, you can. Easy, or relatively easy, provided you set the car up right coming on towards that corner, and there's not a million AIs in front of you to cause issues. And we will. Ooh, careful now. It can get just a little tiny twitchy on the exit there. That's not too surprising considering the age and the speed of the car that we're getting up to down here. Again, 150. Oh, I may have braked a little too late. I've actually got a really good run down that straight. Either way, it's not going to matter. In a 3-lap race, we're already miles ahead of absolutely everybody. I do like Barbagallo. It's actually a great track. This one, and the AIs have real difficulties with it. Fantastic. 4 seconds. 4 seconds in 3 laps over the field, coming from like 15th. That's pretty good going. Points down to 6th. Not the most generous with their points, it seems. So, yeah, we will have to hopefully try and do well at Eastern Creek. I didn't see which layout of the track this one. I don't think it's the full layout. We're still going to have that really fast first corner, which is good for me. Hopefully can make up some positions through there. It looks like it is a shortened layout, and I can't say I know the shortened layout particularly well, but I'm hoping I'll be able to make up enough positions through turn 1 and the big braking zone down into turn 2. As yeah, the AIs have proved they don't particularly like the brakes on these classic cars. Ooh, okay, that was not fun. That was not fun. I was steering the car and it didn't really want to stop steering. Oh, I've broken the suspension just from that little run across the grass. Ah, yeah, so these cars are very... let's face it, not exactly surprising. These cars are very fragile. We'll have to be quite careful, potentially, with these. Now, this bit onwards, I don't really know, so this will be a new experience. We're going to be on the outside. Yeah, we're going to squeeze the car along here. This is very narrow, and again, we're really, really slow through here. I'm just in traffic. Come on, go Mercedes. I need to try and get past some of these cars before we come to a next braking zone. Okay, we're not braking through here. We are braking down this bit. Is this the final corner now for this layout? I think it will be. He's going to come back up the inside. I'm going to go for a cutback on the exit. Come on, Mercedes, use some of the speed. No, we're not really going to be able to do very much. But we have made up 5 positions at least this lap around. There's one very slow car. We're going to go to the inside. We're going to make it 3 wide down towards turn 1. Yes, we are. I'm going to get forced across the grass. Thank you for that. More visiting of the curbs around. That one then, not my fault. I was happy to give everyone as much space as they needed, but he was not happy to give me space. Come on, sneak through the middle. There we go. It was going well, and then there was a little nudge. I will be honest, there was a little nudge. Did not really want us going 3 wide through there. Oh no, crap, bugger, brakes down that bit there. We're fine. Oh no, we're going really slowly again. These bloody some cars they're great with, and then other cars they get all confused at some of these corners. Certainly it seems to be more with the classic cars, and let's face it, these are not the easiest things in the world to drive, but certainly with some of these classic cars the AIs get a little bit almost scared, or they're not quite sure what to do, and give a sort of a very early stop, and you can really find easy ways past them, but they can also get in your way when things get... come on. When you want to go quickly and they're ahead of you, there can be a little bit of a pain. Right, so we don't have too many problems through that first corner. Pretty easy, flat out. Oh, we do have, well, as I say, we have problems. They have problems for turn 2. I was miles behind. I had an awful turn 1. But no, they're just so bloody slow. Come on, we can hopefully maybe get around the outside down here. Oh, God, swerving across the road is not going to help matters. Oh crap, that was not quite what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's always difficult when they're so slow through some of these corners. Really difficult to go racing with them because you're never quite sure what they're going to be doing. And I made a mistake coming into this final corner, running a tad wide. They're going to have a car at the inside. Not particularly liking this. Well, I say I'm not particularly liking. I'm not doing a very good job around that final corner, and I am quite abusing a very, very old and expensive Mercedes race car. The front of this vehicle is not in pristine condition anymore. I think I'm turning in too soon. That's what I'm doing down here. I'm turning a little bit too soon, and the car suddenly finds grip mid-corner. We're going to come from a mile back and get the car stopped through. Wow, that may be the biggest outbraking manoeuvre I've ever done on a racing game ever. That was from so far back, and I got it stopped and got the car turned, and whoa, okay. Now that I've got free track, I got a little carried away through there, I'll be honest. We're so far ahead, though, from just that first and second corner bit. Yeah, well, I think I should be safe for Castle Combe. Doesn't really matter too much. Well, I say it doesn't really matter too much what I do. I'm in a good position to finish 4th in the championship if I end up outside the points at Castle Combe. Hopefully I won't be, though. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up the track pretty quickly. And, yeah, be able to get a victory or get a decent points haul. I'd like to win the championship with these cars and the way they're slowing themselves, or the amount of braking they're doing. I think it shouldn't be a problem really. Right, we are 10 points clear at the top of the top of the table, so we're pretty much guaranteed a first now. Doesn't matter if we don't finish in the points. We're guaranteed at least a joint first in the championship. So yeah. Doesn't matter if I do terribly around here, but I'd like to get, if we could get 3 victories, that would be good. But it gives me an opportunity at least to learn the track with these cars and sort of no pressure. Right, we are off. This is, I think, is a relatively fast circuit, Castle Combe, if I remember correctly. It's quite nice and wide around here at the moment. I see cars up ahead slowing down. Now, whether they actually need to slow down that much for these corners, I don't know. Either way, we're going to sneak our way up into 12th place. Nice opportunistic manoeuvre there. Again, a lot of these overtakes are probably not going to be intentional because I don't really know where I can go quick and where I can't. It's just kind of going to be, I've braked at a point, the AIs have braked at a much earlier point, and I'm coming up the inside regardless. And please don't move over. Okay, now after that lovely wide first bit, it's now actually gone really quite narrow. Okay, we can probably be braver under braking around there, but we will get them on the run out of the corner. Okay, well, we're going up the inside again. Not really intentional, that one. That was just a case of I've braked at my point, as I said earlier. And it's just where the car was going. Shall we try and make it 3 wide into the final corner? I think we should. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. That gap was going to close. Wasn't quite sure how tight that corner was going to be and chickened out a bit. Probably a wise decision. Otherwise, I could have got forced across the grass and spun around, and that would be a bad thing to have happen. Oh, we're all on the brakes down here again, aren't we? Yep. Can we get up the inside of you, maybe? There we go. I'll take 2 positions, maybe a third if we get a good run. No, not quite. My car... Oh, we're going to lose a position if we're not careful. My car might actually be in an okay state by the end of this one, if you don't try and spin me around. Always awful when cars kind of get connected to your rear quarter. You can't... Oh, okay. We might have got bumped. Oh no, we're going to go round. We're going to go round. Big spin. Ah, bugger. Come on. Oh, looks like there has been an accident somewhere. There's no grip out here whatsoever to get going again. Oh, arse. Come on. Come on. We can get back. We can recover some positions. Maybe. Arse. I've hit a curb and we've broken the suspension again. Okay, the car might not be coming back in pristine condition. I lost concentration momentarily. Oh, God. Okay, definitely won't be coming back in pristine condition now. I'm on a mission. I got to at least try. I'm not going to get in the top 10. I think it was about 13th. There was a huge gap in the pack, so probably an overtaking manoeuvre I did slowed someone down somewhere, and that caused them to bunch the field up. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the dives into the, or inadvertent dives into a chicane somewhere caused a problem for someone. As I was saying before I managed to bin the car, yeah, car's getting kind of connected on or stuck on the rear quarter panel. When you're trying to turn, you can't turn, and then they're stuck with whatever position they're in. Can cause some big problems, cause some big accidents. I've seen it many a time on Forza, and it's quite an easy thing to have happen on here as well, it seems. Oh, God, don't hit the tyre bundle, that would be bad. I am using all of the track that I can. The field does seem to have bunched up quite dramatically up ahead. Could I get a top 10? Maybe? Maybe there's an accident at the front. I don't think this game has a catch-up mechanic, but maybe it does if the field is bunched up that much. Oh, if I had one more lap. If I had one more lap, maybe. I'm using every little bit of track that I can here. Oh, I'm going to do the same thing. I don't care, game. You can give me a time penalty. I've spun it anyway. I went for it. I was trying to make up places, and I went for carrying all of the speed when there were very slow AIs around. Ah, bugger. Basically, god damn it. I could have had 3 wins with these cars. I pissed it all away here. Yeah, the putting like one wheel on the dirt is dangerous, basically. Around here, very easy to spin the cars. It's not going to matter because I'm still going to progress through the championship, and I'm going to progress with a victory by 7 points. So, yay! I will take it. What an awful race to finish. I apologise. That was me learning Castle Combe and learning the dangers of putting one wheel on the grass. Silly thing to be doing. Right, anyway, that is it for this video. That is it for the tier 9. We're going on to tier 10 next time out. I will again leave you guys the decision. What do we want to be going or racing next time? 4x4 Rallycross, kind of quite tempted to do that one. The Formula BMW or the Clio Cup. I love the Clio Cup. Great things to be doing. Again, kind of tempted by that, but we have done Clio Cup once here. Let me know which one you'd like to see me tackle next in the comment section, and yeah, we will go and try that one. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.